Hi everybody, and welcome to Lindsay's Little Library. I'm here today to go through a tag video. Books and Lala did this as well as Peter Likes Books, and I listened to them, thought it was fun, and figured why not? So it's called I'm a Guilty Reader tag. The original tag came from Chemi at Reads Like Wildfire. Sounds like she's super good and totally has a new subscriber for me now. So check that out. I'll leave a link to that below. So these are 10 questions. And it's a little bit of a confessional, so we'll get started. Question number 1. Have you ever regifted a book that you've been given? Nope, I have not. Not one of my books, but I've totally regifted one of my kids' books. It was one of those, like, we were going to a birthday party. I learned she really liked these specific types of books that my daughter was reading. She had 2 copies of the same book, so we regifted. It worked out. So, number 2, have you ever said you've read a book when you haven't? The only time I can think about this was potentially in a high school English class. I think I said I finished Lonesome Dove and I really didn't. I think I watched the movie. So, that was a long time ago though. Question number 3, have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? Oh my gosh, I am so bad at that. So bad at that. I just gave a book back to a friend that she gave it to me well over a year ago. Totally kicking myself that I waited an entire year to read that book, but it took me a long time. I did give it back though. I'm notorious for having finds at the library. I like to think that their doors are still open because of me. I'm donated to the community. That's kind of how I justify it, but I'm horrible at giving books back when I should. I don't think I've never returned one eventually. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, it's happened. In fact, this book right here was given to me a while ago. I'm talking like probably before the beginning of summer. And I still haven't read it. It's still sitting here. Should probably give it back. But she keeps giving me more. Let me show you. She gave me Fierce Kingdom by Jen Phillips, American Fire by Monica Hess, and Midnight at the Bright Ideas Bookstore by Matthew Sullivan. They're all Book of the Month books. She belongs to it. And yeah, when she's done, she passes them on. So here they are. We'll see how long they sit. There you go. Question number 4. Have you ever read a series out of order? I don't think so. I'm really particular about that, of making sure that I'm reading the first book followed by the second. The only time I can think of is if it doesn't really matter if it's on order, but maybe Little House on the Prairie, I don't know. That was a long time ago too, so I don't know. The biggest series that I'm reading is Janet Ivanovich's series. It starts with 1 for the money, 2 for the dough. Those I've been very diligent about reading in order. So yeah, I don't think I have. Question number 5, have you ever spoiled a book for someone? I'm sure I have. I'm absolutely sure. I'm horrible at that. I try to remember what is public knowledge and what is not. I try, but I'm not always successful at it. So, question number 6, have you ever dog-eared a book? I have a few times, but it's not a habit of mine. I usually find something to stick in the book as a bookmark, but I'm also not one of those people that has to like keep their books in pristine condition by any means. I don't think I have one here that's been through the ringer, but I have a couple books that, you know, sitting next to the pool, or some get caught in the rain. I don't know. They're definitely not in pristine condition. So I do, when someone borrows me a book, I do try to take good care of that, so I usually don't. Question number 7, have you ever told someone you don't own a book when you do? I don't think so. I'm pretty proud of my book collection and more than willing to share it or show it off. I don't think I've ever not told somebody I had a book. Question number 8, have you ever told someone you haven't read a book when you have? No, I don't think so. They're books. I'm not ashamed that I read them. I just finished the selection, which is by no means wonderful literature here, but totally trashy and addicting, and I am like loving it. So I'm fine with telling the world about that. I read all of the 50 Shades of Grey books. I read all of Twilight from start to finish. Totally fine with it. Question number 9. Have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of a book? Totally. I have skimmed through things that, especially if it's a book and I'm nearing the end and I just can't, but I just can't anymore, but I'm beyond the point of DNFing it. I will skim it just because there might be a piece of the story that I'm still interested in that I want to find out what happened. So I have done that before. It doesn't happen very often, but for sure. And question number 10. Have you ever badmouthed a book you actually liked? No. Well, I guess with the selection, it's totally trashy and not fantastic, but I totally like it. Like, I'm fine with recognizing when a book is not going to win awards or is not going to be something that's going to change your life by any means, but personally, I need the trashy sometimes. I need something that I don't have to think really heavily on, or if I don't want it to be super heavy. I just want it to be what it is, and I will be honest about it, that it's not wonderful or there's some problems with it, but I'm still going to admit that I liked it, and I'm fine with that. So that's my 10 questions for the I'm a guilty reader tag. It was kind of fun to read through those. So yeah, typically at the end of tag videos, you tag someone else to do the book tag that you just did. Kind of a booktube newbie, so I'm just going to say if anybody's interested in doing this tag video, go ahead and do it and let me know so I can check it out. Leave a comment below. Also, let me know if there's any questions in here that you would like to confess to. Feel free to leave that in the comments below. It's all safe. It's all good. We're all a little bit book guilty from time to time, right? So I will let you go today. I'm actually going to keep reading. I'm in the middle of, let's see, it's August 11th today. I've read 4 books already this month, including the selection. And I'm struggling with the book that I'm currently physically reading. I'm flying through audiobooks like no tomorrow, but I'm just really struggling with it. And here's a booktube confession right now. I am reading an arc, and I won't say exactly who it is because I'm not sure yet how I feel because I'm not done with it, so it's not totally fair. But I'm not loving it, and every comment I see and every post I see in specific Facebook groups is people are loving this book. And I'm sitting over here by myself thinking, what is going on and what am I missing? And I kind of just don't want to say anything, which I don't know if it's not fair. I can't say anything yet. I'm not done with the book. But I'm struggling with how am I going to deal with this if I really don't like the book at the end. So let me know if you have advice. Leave that below as well. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will check in with you later. Bye!